Hello and welcome to our continued review of 2020. We're joined by a young man who did more talking than myself over the last few months, Joe Sheahan, the main man at Limerick, sponsor of the Ledger, expert Greyhound
Ian,
advisor.
don't
What can
get
I
going
say?
on.
How
Ian,
are
there's
you,
no
Joe?
way I done more talking than you. I'm good, Ian, but to be honest, now, there's no hope I ever done more talking than you now. That would be pretty impossible.
I don't know. I'd say if anyone's going to push me, it'd be you,
You
Joe.
never stop.
Joe, it was a memorable year. We had a lot of great performances on the track.
Yeah, very, very good year all around, I suppose. Very, very strange times, and being at competitions with only owners, only one man, one dog kind of thing, and we had the Ledger down here, which of course is the Limerick Men's Derby, and I felt very, very privileged to be there, but without the crowds, it's strange, and I guess we had many epic performances, even like Pestana and the Derby, he really lit up the year, and even like that bitch Mina Miracle, her outstanding performances during the year. We had some serious grounds in action this year. But I guess seeing next year when things get back to normal, please God, and the vaccine is rolled out, I think Greyhound people are going to really appreciate when we can get back into stadiums and can get back into hear the roar of the crowd and to actually be there to see the action. I think the appetite is there now to just get back and to get meeting other great Greyhound owners and having the crack and fun like we always do at the races all the time. So yeah, I really think the appetite is there to get back and see the action.
Yeah, it's certainly a case of absence makes the heart grow fonder. People just want to get back onto the track at this stage. And I suppose the more content they're watching online, the more the draw is there for the sport. They really are chomping at the bit to get back.
Yeah, really, really chomping at the bit. I mean, everyone knows what the Greyhound people are like. And, when you go to the track, like it's after my highlight of the week, just, you go to the track, you meet your friends. The doggy people are always such warm, welcoming people. And, I'm relatively new in the game, considering people have been in it for 45 years, I suppose. Maybe I've been in it maybe 7 or 8 years, but made such wonderful friends and have such wonderful memories from meeting people at the track. So yeah, really can't wait to get back at the table and have a couple of pints and a bit of a chat.
Shoot the breeze, so they say. Joe, we asked you to review the year yourself and pick out a few highlights. You can start wherever you want, be it personal, local, nationwide, wherever you want to start, we'll start.
Yeah, I suppose on a personal level, Ian, I'd have to say being involved with the Friends of Limerick group, there when we didn't have any title sponsor for the Ledger. I guess it was probably maybe gone over the 12 months now. Back in 2019, a group was got together and we said we'd, grab the bull by the horns and see can we get a bit of sponsorship together under the Friends of Limerick group. And in fairness, people responded absolutely magnificently. And we had 2 great years of retaining the Ledger as one of the top classics in the country, and that 30,000 winning prize money. It was just a real privilege to be involved with that group. We had fantastic times with them, and look, and I suppose when you see the competition and the quality of dog that was in the competition this year, and like even Epic Hero, what a fantastic Greyhound he was in winning the Ledger this year. But the level of dog that was competing down in Limerick, I suppose, and from my personal view, that's the Ledger is our derby, the Limerick person's derby, and it was just great to keep that competition set in stone as one of the top competitions and working with all them different great people involved in the Friends of Limerick group, I suppose, on a personal level. It was really, really heartwarming to be involved with that group.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a diving Limerick man, it was great to see a Tipperary trainer landing it, of course.
Yeah, of course. Look, we'd never begrudge the Tipperary people anything like that,
Yeah. No, you liar.
Even though we've heard a few tip people since the All-Ireland final being a small bit Limerick, we're the Limerick people aren't like that, we welcome, whether you're from Limerick, Clare, Cork, Galway, Dublin, wherever you're from, we always welcome you once you've a top class dog to be down to the Ledger to give us some exciting action. We'll welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, and in fairness,
even if the truth doesn't be returned,
You did have a fantastic Ledger, there's no question about it. Some real stars from start to finish. A very memorable competition, both this year and last year, and hopefully more of the same next year.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose really a dog who lit it up this year, of course, was Ballyvack Wild. I mean, performances he put in this year was absolutely phenomenal down in Limerick, and it's just a pity for him, that he didn't get his break in the final. But yeah, some magnificent performances, and like I said, Mina Merkel, what a bitch she's been this year. My God, the performances she's put in, and even at the Ledger, she kept plugging on and kept going, and even to get placed in the final, it was obviously a fantastic performance by her. But like to come second in the Derby as well against all odds, really, she's been a bitch to really light up the year as well. But yeah, hopefully onwards and upwards from this year for the Ledger in the coming years, and I'm sure it will be.
I'm just getting over the shock that the Limerick man picked out the Ledger first. We're moving on to your next moment of the year, Joe. What's your next standout?
Is that really a shock? Is it? I suppose from being able to watch, obviously I wasn't up there, but I guess Pestana's performances in the Derby would have to go down there with some of the top performances ever seen around Shelbourne Park, just from like watching it online and being able to see it, was like it literally lit up the track. And of course that sub 29 second performance, would there be many greyhounds ever to come near that in the future? You would wonder. Like it was really special to get to see him in action this year. And I suppose from watching it from a highlight as regards watching action in a national level, I guess Pestana's performances, they were just simply brilliant. Like he really lit it up this year.
Yeah, no question about that. And I suppose it's testament to Ewan Taylor that he was disputing favouritism in the final before going on to win it. To even be disputing favouritism with the likes of Pestana was to highlight how brilliant he was through the stake also.
Yeah, looking back at it, like Pestana was, 11-8 in the final. On another year, he would probably be 3-1 on, 4-1 on. Given his performances, like to say that he was 11-8, like it really was a testament to the other dogs in the competition as well, as you say. And fair play to Ewan Taylor, he got it on the night. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those dogs in stud as well. What they're going to produce.
Indeed, we all are. Now, moving on. What's your you have a third choice for us?
Yeah, I suppose on my local standout, of course. Well, I've already had the Ledger, but I suppose I'd have to give hats off to Pat Buckley. What he achieved in England this year was absolutely phenomenal, and I guess maybe small because of the year that was in it, and because like I love going over to the English Derby every year, and like a big group of the doggy lads around home here, we often go over, and I suppose it's a bit taken away from his achievement because we didn't get to get over there. There wasn't as much talk about it. I suppose there was a small bit of cutting the prize money in the English Derby this year because of the lack of spectators. But what he achieved this year was absolutely phenomenal. To win the Derby with Deerjet Sydney, and to also win the plate with Duke was an absolutely magnificent achievement. And what a training performance it was, in fairness, Pat. Like, he's a brilliant trainer, and of course, as a Limerick man, I'd have to give my hats off to him. I mean, it was an absolute remarkable achievement by him, and it's probably one that's going to be very, very hard to emulate ever again.
It struck me as, you're too young to remember. It's like when Man United got back into Europe, and the first few years they tiptoed through it and were getting knocked out by teams they shouldn't be getting knocked out by. Pat Buckley has learned from his experiences of going across the pond. He was all in this year. Himself and Emma went over. They looked after the dog. They were there full time, and the results showed.
Yeah, and even normally Pat would have a couple of runners in the Ledger, every year. And this year he didn't. I suppose maybe he was so focused on the English Derby and getting it, because we all know it's a competition he really, really loves. And fair play to Emma as well, of course, who would she's been great with doing the dogs and helping out Pat as well, But yeah, look, it was an absolute and amazing achievement to have two such top class winners in the one night. I mean, it's something that will it ever be done again? You would wonder, and it's just a pity in normal times, because I love to see the Irish winners over there. I just because the Irish really have the cream of the crop as regards breeding and racing performances, and it's always nice to see see Irish winners across the pond, and like that. we love going over to English Derby as well. It's just a pity that, you know, it wasn't an achievement done in non-COVID times, I guess, that we would have been.
Well, what you're basically saying is just a shame that we couldn't be there to have an absolute tear up afterwards and enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. We'd always celebrate an Irish winner of an English Derby, so, you know. It's a pity we couldn't have been there and have a couple of celebratory drinks.
I'll tell you, if we do have a 1, 2, 3 next year, I think the English might start believing we're outstaying our welcome, to be honest.
They might like to see us coming anymore, but, you know, I suppose from an Irish point of view, we'll keep taking the prize monies.
Yeah. We'll have a toast anyway. We'll win, lose, or draw. Listen, Joe, what are you looking forward to most in 2021? Obviously, you're looking forward to Limerick winning a third All Ireland in 4 years. You're looking forward to the Dubs winning 7 in a row. Perhaps Man United win the league title. What are you looking forward to most?
You know what? It's been such a strange year this year. Who knows what's going to happen next year? What I'm looking forward to most in 2021 is, please God, fingers crossed, goes ahead, will be the Conor Kirby. I know I'm being a small bit biased now to Limerick, you know, but I mean, it's such a great competition. Like it's one, like we really like we missed it of course in Limerick this year, and it's not often we see dogs at like top class quality. I mean, of course we have the Ledger at back into the year and Kirby started here, but like just to have those dogs at that quality at our home track is something really we long for. And please God, fingers crossed that everything gets back to some bit of normality. That's one I'm really looking forward to, because of course it's only like a couple of months, maybe 11 or 12 weeks, so it's only around the corner. And please God, things get back to some bit of normality. We get to see it. Really looking forward to it. I'm looking back to being able to head up to Shelburne Park to see the action. You know, looking forward to having the crowds back, getting to see, like, there's, I guess with the recent restrictions, it's been one man, one dog. We all know there's so many spectators who go to dogs who probably don't have a dog in training at the moment, or, you know, they haven't had one in a couple of years, but still go. And I've been missing getting to meet those kind of people. Like, we all have been missing, but getting to meet those folks, you know. So yeah, just being able to get back to the track and meet the lads and have a bit of a crack. But yeah, if there's one competition I'm really looking forward to, it must be kind of any Kirby Memorial. I mean, it's a fantastic competition. All the best cream of the crop dogs come out of that competition. So yeah.
Really, and especially when you consider some of the 2019 whelps that are around at the present, it should be a vintage one.
Yeah, please God, yeah, hopefully, because I mean, with the action we've seen this year, there's an awful lot to build on for next year, and I'm sure there's trainers there with their 19 whelps, getting them ready, getting them primed, getting them fit. Because, you know, and even the prize money that's involved in this one is just absolutely massive. It's phenomenal. So please God, it's in the calendar, and hopefully we'll get to see it this year.
Yeah, I have a tip for you. There's she's dead to no one now, right? But if Ballymac Ariel turns up, she's pretty useful this one, okay? She's a 2019 whelp. Just keep an eye on her, okay?
You reckon she's worth a few quid if we can get it on?
Tell you what, if you got 16 to 1, would you have me on a tenner?
You know what? Worst things have happened.
Joe, a pleasure as always. Have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope to catch up with you on track.
If you have any real dark horse tips, now send them on. We don't want the favourites. You're a favourites, man. You're all about the favourites, you know. I want the dark horse, the 80 to 1, the 100 to 1 shots, you know.
Oh, I'll back the odd outsider. I'll back the odd outsider too. I hope to back a few winners now in 2021. That's what I'm most looking forward to. Listen, Joe, have a great Christmas, great New Year, and we'll catch up with you very soon.
You too, Ian, and thanks for having me on. It's been a pleasure. We'll chat to you soon.
1 Cash Ready, 2 Epic Hero, 3 Amazing Alice, 4 Ballymac Wild, 5 Mina Miracle, 6 Orn Don. In the ledger they're Wayne Racing and 6 near side going okay. 1 and 2 Cash Ready, Epic Hero. The favourite is Ballymac Wild with ground to make up. Up front it's Trap 2 Epic Hero by 3 lengths from Cash Ready. 5 is third, 6 is next, 3 and 4 are the back markers. Trap 2 Epic Hero has a lead of 3 to 4 lengths on Cash Ready. About to hit the final bend, and Epic Hero, the blue jacket, is in front for Thomas O'Donovan off that final bend. We're going to have an upset here. It's 2, 1 and 5. Epic Hero wins the Friends of Limerick Irish Ledger Open 550 final of 2020. The winning time 29:44.
And there is the bell. The runners for Heat 9 of the Derby. In 1, Pestana. 2, Waikiki Kino. 2, Virun. In 3, we have 2, Maker Daddy. 4 is New in 5, New in Taylor. And 6 is Slippy Keen. Break all important. Racing, good start by Pestana. He never misses the kick. Flashes up the fence and is going to clear into the corner. From in second spot, trap 5. New in Taylor showing devastating early, but out front, and it is Pestana on by 3 lengths to 5. New in Taylor, a gap in third to 2. Waikiki Kino, but Pestana clear to the third bend. 16.83, an incredible third bend split. New in Taylor trying his very best to bridge the gap in second, but Pestana is surely home and hosed and wins well. From in second, 5. New in Taylor. A very encouraging run by him. Back in third was 2, Waikiki Kino. We've seen the record broken. The first Greyhound ever to break 29 seconds for 550 yards in Ireland. Pestana. Sensational.
He's happy, waves his flag for the final of the Star Sports and Art Greyhound Derby. Good luck to all 6 connections as the hare makes its way to the traps. And away and racing, and Deerjet Sydney has bounced out the boxes. Trouble there, Wolf collided into his kennel mate, and it's Deerjet Sydney, some 2 lengths clear from Smurf's Machine. His brother has turned second. Then comes Ballydor Valor, who started to pick up. Calder Valley Chick in behind. As they reach the third turn, it's Deerjet Sydney, 3.5 lengths clear. Ballydor Valor is edging ever closer, clear from Calder Valley Chick, up towards the line. Deerjet Sydney is all out from Ballydor Valor, and Deerjet Sydney has won it for Kenny Glenn, and Pat Buckley, the Irish Raider, wins the 2020 Star Sports and Art Greyhound Derby final in style.